Hi, I'm Judge Alex, and a lot of times I get questions about what exactly is reasonable doubt. If a case has to be proven beyond every reasonable doubt, how does a jury know what that means? And to be honest with you, even lawyers have difficulty with that concept. There was an explanation that I give to jurors all the time in criminal cases, and it seems to make it a lot more understandable. Because if you go by the jury instructions, the standard jury instructions in Florida, they actually are more confusing than helpful. And that's probably true for just about every state. So what I would tell jurors is this. How many of you drove here today? Or think about yourself and your car where you parked your car today. Let's assume that when you parked your car today, you got out and you noticed that the mileage on it was 5,000 miles, and you thought to yourself, I have to change my oil soon. And you went inside to your office. You're in the office all day. You walk out of your office, go to your car, you get it in the car. It's in the same exact space where you left it. The miles on the odometer still say 5,000. Would you have a reasonable doubt about whether your car was there all day? Probably not. Now, the reality is your car might not have been all day parked in that space. Your car might have been on the flatbed pickup truck going up and down the highway, because somebody could have backed up a flatbed pickup truck, pulled your car onto it, driven up and down the expressway all day while you were at work, and then before you came out, come back and drop the car in the same spot. Now, that's possible. That's not impossible, right? But is it reasonable to believe that that is what happened? Most people would say no. Now, let's say that you left work, and when you went out to your car, there was a police officer standing there, and he said, "Are you the owner of this car?" We were trying to find the owner because early this morning when it was parked here, a flatbed pickup truck came and picked it up, and just a few moments ago, that same flatbed came back and dropped the car in the same position. Now, assuming that you believe the officer, because let's face it, the officer might be pulling your leg or might be lying to you, but if you believe the officer, would you then have a reasonable doubt about whether your car was there all day? Most people would say yes. So you see, a reasonable doubt comes from the evidence, the facts that you have, the lack of evidence, things like that. Now, some people might have a reasonable doubt without the police officer. Some people might say, you know what, I can imagine I parked my car there. I might have a doubt when I come out and find the car still there as to whether it was there or not. Well, that's their decision. And other people might not have a reasonable doubt. That is what the jury does. They discuss the doubts they have and whether those doubts are reasonable when they go back in the jury room, and together as a jury, they come to a conclusion about whether the case has been proven beyond every reasonable doubt. I hope that clarifies the concept of reasonable doubt.